Today we will be talking about words like hot and cold, small and big, table, chair, and some words like comfortable, possible, terrible, and so on. Maybe you already know some of these words, but we will be creating sentences and questions, so let's see if you can make it. The first word I have is the word hot, and hot in Portuguese we say quente. Quente is hot, and cold we say frio. Frio for masculine words and fria for feminine words. Quente doesn't change. It's the same for both masculine and feminine. So if you want to say, for example, today it's hot or warm, we don't use quente. We use the word calor. So we say hoje está calor. Today it's warm or hot weather. So calor is more specific for weather, and quente is for drinks and temperature of things, as you will see in the next examples. So you can say today it's warm, hoje está calor, or today it's cold, and for cold we use the same as above. We say hoje está frio. The next examples we will create are going to be using the word quente. So I'll give you some nouns that maybe you know, maybe you don't. Let's see. How would you say the soup is warm or hot? We say a sopa está quente. A sopa está quente. If you want to say the soup is cold, a sopa está fria, because sopa is feminine, that's why we say fria. And we can do the same thing with food. For example, the food is hot or warm. A comida está quente, and the food is cold. A comida está fria, because comida is feminine as well. The same thing with water. For example, a água está quente ou a água está fria. If you want to ask a question, remember what we learned in the previous videos. If you want to ask, is the soup warm? The way to create questions in Portuguese is super easy. We create the questions exactly as a statement. It's exactly the same structure. And in the end, we make it sound as a question. So the soup, like, is the soup warm? We say, the soup is warm. A sopa está quente. A sopa está quente. Okay, so it's super easy how to ask questions in Portuguese following this structure. How would you say, I need hot drink? I need a hot drink. I need, as you know, is eu preciso de. We always have the de after preciso. Eu preciso de, and then a hot drink. We say de uma bebida quente. the main word comes first and then can't afterwards. It's important that you're able to differentiate uma bebida, which is a drink. So in this case, this is the noun, and don't confuse it with the verb beber, to drink. In English, you use the same word, but in Portuguese, we have obviously different words for a verb and for a noun. And when we learn about asking questions, I told you how to say this in Portuguese. This, when we are not associating the word this with any noun and we are just pointing or we know what we're talking about. So this we say isto. We learned this when we were learning how to ask how much is this. So in that case was quanto custa isto. So we use isto when we are using it on its own. And if you want to be specific and ask how much is this drink, you would ask quanto custa esta bebida. So esta is associated with the noun and isto comes up on its own. So I want you to use this word now, isto, and just create a simple sentence saying, this is hot or this is cold. In that case, we say, isto está quente or isto está frio. This word isto is super useful because if you don't know the name of the noun in Portuguese, the object or the thing you want to talk about, you can just point and say isto. Okay? So now